today's video, I would like to talk with you about safety belt, how we work with it, and what you need to know when you start working with a safety belt. So right now we have a perfect situation. Nobody in apartment. We have empty apartment and nice old windows with safety hooks that we're gonna use to attach our safety belt. So the first thing you need to know when you're about to go outside, right? So you have to make sure that your belt is tight and it's in correct position on your waist, right? Then, if you have your window cleaning tools, make sure you have bungees. So in case you drop the tool, it won't land on somebody's head, because we are in New York City, and it's very important for you to understand that God forbid something falls down and hits somebody, it could be fatality or casualty. So we need to be careful with it. All right. So I have my tools on bungees, everything nice and tight. My body belt, tool belt, everything solid. Nothing's pulled out from my pockets. No cell phones, no keys, no coins maybe. Doesn't matter. So the first thing we do before we go to the window, so we're opening the lower portion, and right now my first thing, I need to inspect my hooks. So right now here we have a nice big ledge which is perfect for this type of window and this type of setup, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my left hand and put it on my left side, and if you can show it closer, I'm gonna test the hook. In order to test the hook, don't pull it down, because the force makes the hook go down. Just try to pull it outside. In that case, we know that this hook is holding. So the way this hook is attached over here, it's a big bolt. It should be long like this, and there's two nuts in the end of it. All right, so we have a bolt on this side where we hook on our connectors, and then we should have somewhere here inside. Sometimes you can even see it through the frame that it has a bolt that's holding the hook. All right, so I tested one. Right now, when I'm attached, I'm gonna put one like over here, lean over, and get outside. Now, we're gonna be slowly, and we're gonna test another hook. Right now, we have a perfect setup. I can lean. If you can show what we have down there. I'm gonna lean. There's a lot of people walking, as you can see. Just show more down so we could see that there's people walking. Just don't drop your cell phone. All right. All right. Oh well, we don't have people right now here, but that's good. So, when we have two windows together, the other thing you might wonder, can we go from one window to another window? I mean, yes, we can. If this window's one next to each other, in that case, we have two hooks. If you can please show these two hooks, it's one on each side. All right. Can I have a camera so I can have a better view? Okay, so this is how it looks from my side. It's two windows, two hooks. Okay, so right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take off one hook and put it here. In this case, this hook right now is free. So we can remove other side and just put it over there. And switch. All right? And now we are in the working position. We tested hooks, everything fine, and now we're ready to play. You take your tools, wash it. Thank you again for watching the video. I hope you got the basic understanding of how we working with safety belt. And the other things that I want to mention to you before showing you some images and some drawings of the hooks, I would like to let you know I think it would be fair for you to know that this type of system is no longer legal in New York. Department of Labor kind of prohibits works with the belt as for now. And I think the reason is because as any safety attachment points, these hooks, they should have certification, and they should have certification on the regular basis. As far as I know from my experience, most of the buildings in New York doesn't have it. It's really expensive, and most of them, they don't pass that this kind of inspection. So when we're using these hooks, we are using them on our own risk. We always have options not to use them, so just so you know. And if you feel that this hook is not strong enough or doesn't install right, or very old, there's a possibility that it could be fail. You definitely don't use it. Just we have to come up with some other method of cleaning it, or we need to use additional safety lines, safety ropes, full body harnesses, maybe in mix with safety belt. So just for your information. So my first image is illustrating the basic installation of the hook, which installed for the wood frame window. So as you can see, it's a long bolt. It's probably like 6 or 8 inch long, with the bolt on one side and the ending for the nut on the other side. Sometimes they go in pairs. You can have 2 hooks at the same time. So they are like one next to each other, and your terminal, which is like attachment from the belt, could go on top of 2 hooks. This way it's holding you, on 2 bolts instead of 1, which is always good. So basically you have 2 on one side, 2 on another side, which makes it 4 bolts. I mean, if the system is installed correctly, it's pretty reliable, I would say. But anyway, we have to inspect that before we use it and test it. So other picture that I'm gonna show you is the metal frame installation. So as you can see on metal frame, it's a little bit different. We have a short bolt which goes through the frame, and it's installed inside the frame. It's the same way as wood frame. It could be 1 hook holding with 2 bolts, or it could be two hooks holding with 2 bolts the same. I mean, I don't know which advantage this give. Probably 2 hooks just stronger in terms of if in case hook will crack or something. I mean, for me, metal installation is kind of I don't feel as much safe with the metal installation versus the wood, just because wood I at least see how the bolt is attached, and often we can see the other side of the bolt, which is you can see those knots that holding the actual bolt. But in this case, it's hidden behind the frame. You don't see anything. Of course, you have to test it the way you test the wood frame hooks. But yeah, just for your general information, this is how it installed. All right. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you got some new information for yourself. And please read the disclaimer of the video, and be safe at work, and thank you again. Take care.